welcome back to my channel, Jane Wanjiro's Lifestyle. I hope you're all keeping well. And so, as you can see from the title, today I'm coming to share with you how I make beef and pork lasagna. So I am heading back into work this week, and I thought what a better way to start the week with making a lasagna. A lasagna is good because then it freezes very well. You can make a big quantity of it and store it in the fridge. You can have it 2 or 3 days, and when you make it at home, you will never want to have it in the restaurant. So I'm going to show you my particular way that I love making it. It's an easy dish to make. I know there's a little bit of bits and pieces that needs to be done, but when it's done properly, it's really divine. So I'm going to share with you all the ingredients that I'm using today. As I mentioned, I'm making beef and pork lasagna. So here I have 450 grams of beef minced and 250 grams of pork minced. So that's how it looks like. I have some onions, so I've sliced them and chopped them just roughly. They don't need to be perfect. I have some mushrooms. I thought adding in some mushrooms will give a nice texture to the lasagna, and rather than it just being meat alone, so I thought mushrooms would be good. You can use any other vegetables. I'll be using some carrots as well. Carrots give a little bit of a sweetness to it because we're having some tomatoes with it. So, and it gives a nice color as well. So I have one big carrot that I grated, thinly grated. I have 4 cloves of garlic, which I chopped roughly. You can mince it if you want. I have a tablespoon and a half of tomato paste or tomato puree. I have some olive oil here. That's the cooking oil of my choice. I'll be using some mixed herbs. Oregano. Oregano goes very well with anything tomato based. I'll be using some salt, paprika for color, flavor. So I'm using smoked paprika here, but if you have the other paprika, it works well as well. I'll be using some lasagna sheets, and these are the ones that you don't need to cook, so no pre-cook needed on this lasagna, which is good. I love them. I've used them a few times. And some chopped tomatoes. I'm using organic chopped tomatoes here, but if you have fresh tomatoes, you can use them. It works perfectly as well. And some beef bouillon. So those are most of the ingredients that I'm going to use to start the sauce. And then as we make the bechamel sauce, we're going to need some milk. So I am going to go ahead and start by cooking off all the fresh ingredients first. So come on guys. Add in my garlic. All the garlic goes in. Give that a good mix. I'm going to saute these for 3 to 5 minutes until the onions are nice and translucent. Has browned nicely. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oregano and a tablespoon of mixed herbs, tomato paste. Everything goes in. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give this a good mix. You just want everything to incorporate nicely and the flavors to really start Catching, I'm going to add in the beef bouillon or beef stock, or if you're using a Maggi cube, that works well as well. So just add that in. Starting to smell really nice in here. We're going to add in the mushrooms, carrots, chopped tomato goes in. I'm going to add a tiny bit of water. I have a cup of water. And we're going to cover this 30 to 35 minutes until all the water has evaporated. You can come back and check just to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan. If you need to add any salt or any more flavorings. So now my sauce has finally finished cooking. I'm going to turn off the gas now. Let it cool down ever slightly. You don't want it to go completely cold. As you can see, it looks really nice. I'm gonna cover that. The next stage that we're going to move into is making our own bechamel sauce. You can always buy bechamel sauce in the supermarket, but I will show you a very easy and quick way to make bechamel sauce at home, and it's really nice. And you know that there's no thousands of ingredients added into it. So let's go ahead. I have here 900 ml of milk, whole milk, cold milk from the fridge. I have mature cheddar cheese, so I got this. You can grate some if you have a block of cheese for it. I'm going to be using corn flour and some cold water. Basically that's it. You can add more flavors to it. You can add a bouillon. I'm going to start by turning on my gas. Cold milk goes in. So you'll rather have more bechamel sauce than less. So it's good to have enough milk going on. So I'm going to let this come to a gentle simmer, boil. While that is going on this bowl, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of 2 heaped tablespoons of corn flour, and I'm going to add some cold water, just a little bit of cold water first, and you want to mix this into until it's nice and smooth. And if you feel like it's very light, you can add more corn flour to it. What you need to do is make sure that you have less corn flour, because you can always add in corn flour than try to have the sauce too thick, or when the sauce is too thick you can always add more milk to it. So that's looking pretty good, so I'm gonna set this aside. I'm going to add some black pepper to the milk, some salt, and now I'm going to add in my corn flour. I'm going to add a tiny bit first. As you can see, the consistency of it is changing, so I'm gonna continue whisking. I'm going to add a little bit more, let's say all of it for now. I can start feeling that it's getting thick. I'm going to taste for salt as well. Into that I'm going to add a quarter cube of chicken bouillon. This just gives more flavor. And continue whisking. Make sure you scrape the bottom of the pan. And that is looking very good. I'm going to add half a cup of cheese. And that's finally done. Our bechamel sauce is finished. As you can see, it's very easy to make, it's quick. So we're going to start doing all our assembly now. So we are going to assemble our lasagna. So here I have this big baking tray. This is a Pyrex baking tray. I have all my ingredients. I have here some cheddar cheese. I have some mozzarella cheese here. I have some sun-dried tomato pasta sauce that I'm going to add at as the base of my tin, and this helps the lasagna sheets not to stick to the bottom of the pan. And now we're going to start assembling the lasagna. Bechamel sauce goes at the bottom first. Now I'm going to add in some cheddar cheese on top. And this will look really nice after the food has baked in the oven. I'm going to use an non-stick tin foil, cover my food. I'm going to bake this in the oven for 30 minutes first, and then I'm going to take out the foil and cook for another 20 minutes until the food is nicely cooked. My lasagna is finally done. It looks amazing. I cooked it exactly for 45 minutes and it's perfectly cooked. It looks really good. So I'm going to serve this with some salad. And if you did enjoy the video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and you can press on the bell button and you'll get notified every single time I upload a new video. And I am so happy with this, so I'll be enjoying this tonight. And thank you all for watching. And if you have any questions, if you want to give this a try, please do give it a try. And if you learned something new today from my channel, let me know. I do like hearing from you guys. But until then, keep watching Jane10's lifestyle. Hi everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. I trust you're all keeping well. Hello, hi everyone, how are you all? I trust you're all doing well, and welcome back to my channel Jane10's lifestyle. I